Hello, welcome back to Farmbiz with Markay. Now today we are in our day 32 since we stocked this our Cobb 500 from Zatec Hatchery. Now I can tell you these birds are doing very well based on what I'm saying now. Now as at this morning being day 32, I took the weight of some of them. Some were already giving me 3 kg, 3.2 kg, 2.78 kg some of the weight that I took. Now we've not gotten to exactly 5 weeks. That in about 3 days from now we'll be at in our day 35. That is exactly 5 weeks. So this to tell you this Cobb 500 they are really doing well, and I'm so happy about this. For like 2 days now, I've been observing some level of CROD based on the sound they are making. And those, you know the sound of CROD, so they've been making that sound. So the medication I commenced yesterday is another anti-CROD medication. That is, this time what we took is a blend of ginger, garlic, black pepper and bitter cola. So we soak them in water for some time, after which we now extracted the water and then give it to them. So we'll be administering that medication for the next 3 days, for 3 consecutive days. So after administering that medication, we need to observe them for like 1 or 2 days by giving them plain water, and then see how the birds are doing. Now because of the season we are, because of the heat, the season of heat. Now the heat actually triggers that CROD in them. You see, especially when the sun is really scorching, you see them making some unusual noise. You'll be hearing that sound. That's because the sun is really sunny. Now you observe that during the cool hour of the day, that noise is not that pronounced. It's a bit cool. So, but we don't want to take any chances. Like I always say, we have to give them some medication to cater for that. Now, by tomorrow, what we'll be doing will be administering some lemon juice into their drinking water to help them cope with the heat from the sun. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. By tomorrow now, we'll be done administering this anti-CROD medication. That is the black pepper, garlic, ginger that we just mixed. Remember, you can either use the powder option or the fresh option. Now what I do, I use the fresh option because I couldn't get the black pepper, the fresh black pepper, so I had to use the dried one. Now you can use the powdered option. Just all you need to do is to take equal amount, that's equal blend of garlic, ginger, black pepper, then soak them in water for some hours, after which you filter it and then give to your birds. Now remember, I don't normally throw away the shaft, the leftover. What I do, I add water to it again because it has not really extracted fully. I add more water to it, then leave it there for some hours, after which I come to extract the water again, then make another one and then give them for those 3 days that I said. So we want to see how that can actually take care of this CROD for us. Now after this CROD medication, the next medication we'll be administering is that same tangerine extract, that is the Christmas melon extract. We'll also be administering that to them as a prevention for gumboro or Newcastle disease. So we need to do that because we don't want to be seeing some greenish poo before trying to treat them. No, because greenish poo is a sign of Newcastle disease. We don't want to wait to see that before trying to treat. Remember, the beauty of organic medication is in prevention, not in treatment. It's in prevention. So don't wait until the disease breaks out before trying to treat. This is very important. Now as of today being day 32, you can imagine we've not had additional mortality. The mortality we've had is just 2. That is the one we had at day 5 and the last one which we had at day 7. Those are the only mortalities we've had out of the 204 birds that we have stocked. So this to tell you we are really doing well. Remember, we've not administered any form of synthetic medication because that is our goal. We don't intend administering any form of synthetic medication until we dispose of these birds. So now that we are getting about 3.2 kg, 2.7, 2.8 kg as at day 32, that means by day 35, most of them are going to give us 3 kg, 2.9, 2.7 kg. Now it's not it's not uncommon to have those figures at the 35 because the Ross 308 I raised in my last batch, at that day 35 I was getting 3 kg, 2.8, 2.6, 2.7 kg. Now, I'm not telling you that every bird in this pen right now weighs that 3.2 or 2.7, 2.8 kg. No, amongst these birds, you are going to get about 2.2 kg, 2.3 kg, even 2 kg among the smaller ones that side. That is how it is, because you can't have all of them of equal weight. No, that is why when you take the average, it can be exactly 3 point something kg or 2.8 kg, as the case may be. But the beauty of this batch, this Cobb 500 that I am raising right now, is that the uniformity is very, very high. What do I mean? Those ones that are big among these birds, they are much. So that is what I mean by very good uniformity. Now, we don't restrict free feed from there. Remember, we still stick to our method of managing the heat stress, that is removing feed from the pen once the temperature rises. So we observe it, we ensure that there is somebody at home to actually look after the birds. Once the temperature gets to a certain level, that is around 11 a.m., 11:30, we remove the feed. Remember, we give them feed before day breaks. That is around 5 a.m. we feed them. So once it's around 11:30, we remove the feed from the pen, so that, when they eat, they generate heat. When they eat, they generate heat. So we don't want to lose any other bird. So if we are able to maintain the only two we've lost since going to 5 weeks now, so we'll be so happy about that. So we want to keep it at that. So this is it. These birds, some of these birds are very, very massive, I can tell you that. So I'm so happy about this. So there is one other thing, which is what I will call space management, because when I observe that, as I sort, because these birds are growing and this space is getting smaller for them. Now, normally when I raise my birds, I normally dispose them at day 35, that is 5 weeks, and start disposing them. But now, because we are going to 8 weeks, this pen will not be enough for them. Will not be enough for me to raise these birds till 8 weeks. So what I will be doing as a way to manage the space that I have, when I sort, I discovered that side that houses the smaller ones, they have more space there. So what I did, I moved this partition, which is this partition. The partition was somewhere here. I moved it a bit backward, so that this other one we have, these other ones here, the bigger ones, we have enough space, while the other ones too, we also have enough space. So that's why I shifted it back a little, and then give them enough space for them to grow. Because if you overstock them, because the way they are, if you jump pack them, overstock them in this pen, hoping that you gain that massive weight you are looking for, no, it won't happen. So they need space to actually get that weight out of them. So that's the space we are creating for them. Now, I am sure by day 35, this space will not be enough for them. So I'll be moving some of them to a space that I will show you probably in my next video. Then move them there, because that space there, though, is not a pen that I've been using to raise birds. So I just have to use it as an emergency, because as I move the birds there, that place is very, very cool, because the sun doesn't really get down there. So I'm going to prepare that place and then move some of the birds there once it's sunny. And once it's night time like this, I move all of them back to this pen. It's not that I'll be physically moving them. There is a way I'm going to open that end. That end you are seeing there, I'm going to open that end, and then so that as soon as I open the door there, most of them will move that way, because that place is very, very cool. They'll move that way. So once it's night time, I'll like in a way drive them here, so that all of them will be in this pen, and then close the door there, so that rats doesn't gain entrance into this pen. Because that's one of the things that can make coccidiosis or diseases to spread in your pen. So we need to keep them off by closing that door that how we open for them to have enough space. Now, another thing we also do, if we close the entrance door to this pen, the heat level will a bit increase somehow. But what we do during those sunny days, what we do, we leave the two doors that leads to this pen, we leave both of them open. You see fresh air coming in. So that in a way has been helping them. So this is where we are today at day 32, gradually going into day 33. Now, thank you so very much. If you've been following my video up to this moment, you can look out for the playlist, how to raise birds using organic medication. There are so many videos there that can help you on how to start from even before your chicks arrive, after your chicks arrive, what you need to do till this level we are. Thank you so very much. Again, if you find this video helpful, kindly do well to hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification icon, like and comment in the comment section below, as this will do a whole lot for us in helping us to grow our channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.